By the way, I should point this out, you don't want to do too much swimming in this game unless you're playing as an Argonian. Because I actually tried this out. When you're playing as a non-Argonian, you run out of energy like really fast. When you run out of energy, you start to actually drown. When you are an Argonian, though, you actually swim at a decent speed. If you're a non-Argonian, you swim really annoyingly slow. And you don't drown as easily when you're an Argonian. You can still drown, even though Argonians by canon can breathe in water, but, you know, I guess it works. Swimming is annoying, though, so you want to avoid doing it. Swimming is like one of those things that you should just avoid at all costs. Because you can't attack in the water. You gotta climb out of the water really slowly while enemies are hammering on your head. And if they do hammer on your head, you're gonna get thrown back into the water. So yeah, you want to avoid it. What is with all these rats? Seriously, I'm not complaining. Well, I am complaining, but not about the fact that it's just rats and goblins. I just want more than just rats and goblins in my opening dungeon, okay? Okay, what? Oh, stupid! Get away from me! Stupid rats! I hate you! I hate rats! Alright, let's open the map. I think I've collected enough loot. Let's get out of here. Okay, that's the annoying gap I just jumped. In fact, I'm gonna mark that. The annoying gap of death. So, you're supposed to follow this path. Now, it says to go west and then south, but that just leaves you here. It doesn't give you any instructions beyond that. Unless maybe she tells you when you're resting. I've never actually tried that. But according to my map, I can just go over here. Jump this gap after killing the goblin with my pirate sword. And he doesn't have anything usable. If you're going to annoy me on the opening dungeon, at least give me something interesting to loot from you. And now I think I can navigate the rest of this dungeon by memory. You know, if you know what you're doing, you're not going to have too much trouble with this dungeon, but the problem is it's unforgiving for new players who don't know what they're doing. Even if you're familiar with the rest of the Elder Scrolls series, that's one thing I gotta point out. This plays really differently from the rest of the games in the Elder Scrolls series. It's like a whole new game unto itself. Ahead you can see the simmering field of the Shift Gate. Now it's time for piracy protection. What is the cost of Wanderlight? Now you gotta have either the manual, or you gotta have something that Bethesda Software gives away for free. If you download the game from ElderScrolls.com, they give you all the passwords for free. At that point, you don't really care about piracy. So you look it up in the text thing, and let's see. Wanderlight is 150. I don't know if that's the cost in spell points or if it's maybe how much it costs at the Mages Guild. Oh, I emerged on a holiday. No other holiday divides the people of Greenglade, which is the city I'm apparently in, like the third of Hearthfire. A few of the oldest, more superstitious men and women do not speak all day long for fear that the evil spirits of the dead will enter their bodies, because everyone knows that all dead people are evil. Most citizens enjoy the holiday, calling it Tales and Tallows, but even the most light-hearted avoid the dark streets of Greenglade, for everyone knows the dead do walk tonight. Only the Mages Guild completely thrives on this day. In celebration of the oldest magical science, necromancy, all magical items are half price today. And when they say the dead do walk tonight, they mean it. You'll encounter all kinds of crazy stuff at night, even when you're in the middle of the city where, you know, there should be guards defending the city from monsters, but no, you get all the monsters you want. So let's talk to some NPCs. Who are you?
You can call me Tabiana. I don't know how to pronounce my own name. I am an artist. I will be making a frieze for the Brotherhood of Seth next month.
Okay, cool. I need to sell some stuff, so let's find where is the nearest store.
Why don't I just inscribe the exact location on your map?
She says, pulling out a feather pen. And I can leave her alone. So now I open my map, and she actually has written the location on. Here we go. This store down here, Vintage Armaments. So that might actually work because the stuff in the dungeon has probably been there for a while, although it's got mold on it and everything. Here we go. You can tell from the sign. Got like a sword and a mace. Well, that's bizarre. The sign switches if you get too close to it. I never noticed that before. so let's go into the store. I don't know if it's just me, but I really like the music in the equipment stores. I don't know, I think it sounds cool. Let's talk to the enormous blacksmith. Now, you got a couple of options here. You can buy, you can sell, you can repair, you can steal. Yes, you have to politely ask the blacksmith if you can steal from his store. I don't know, I guess they just use the honor system or something. So, I want to sell some of the stuff I got from the dungeon, so let's do that. Let's sell the plate pauldron. Probably 100 years old, that plate pauldron, L. That's the left plate pauldron. I can't give you more than 45 gold for it, alright? Now, if you have a good amount of personality, you can counter this by giving a higher offer. Forget it. Maybe I'll compromise at 47 gold pieces. What do you say? I can squeeze 48 out of them. Oh, maybe not. Alright, fine. I'll do it for 47. I'm going to get a reputation as an easy sell. Ah, well. Want to conclude our transaction? Yeah, whatever. So, let's sell these plate helms I can't use. Holy cow! 825 gold? Dang! It must be enchanted or something. I'm gonna save that. 1,185 gold? Are you kidding me? I just found these in a scrap heap in a dungeon! Oh man! Oh wow! He just hands his money to you too. Like, you go to any blacksmith in town, they just hand you money. Alright, buckler. Kid, I like you, but that buckler is not for you. I'll take it off your hands for 5 gold. Deal? 8 gold. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? But in the real world, I need a real price. Okay, fine. 6 gold. Fine, 5 gold pieces. I want you to know this is the most I've ever paid for such a buckler. Still ready to sell? You know, it must be really worth it if people sell more than 5 gold for it. Let's sell this dagger I don't need. Yeah, you really can't... You can't counter this. You can only sell a dagger for 1 gold. They don't even give you the option. I guess you might as well just not as bother. I got 2 sabers. I don't need this elven longsword. I could definitely sell that. 112 gold, you rip-off? It's elvish! 120. 118. Fine, 117 it is. But it's elvish, I'll have you know. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. There's like 5 species of elves in this game, I think. Ooh, a katana for 18 gold. Yeah, right, that's a ninja sword. Give me 22 gold. 21. Fine, 20. Only 20 gold for a ninja sword. Who doesn't want a ninja sword? I don't know, are both the plate helms enchanted? Seriously? Yeah, they are. Now, I think I can get a higher price for them if I identify them at the Mages Guild, but I actually don't know for sure. I should look that up before I try it, because it costs a lot of money to identify this kind of stuff at the Mages Guild. Well, I'm gonna save the game here. Kindly waiteth, your disk needs to be accessed. Well, since it's still daylight, let's find some labor. Now you do this by asking for rumors of work. Looking for work? Well, there's a tavern right to the northwest called the Blue Griffin, where a singularly well-known character named Paratira the Argonian has been asking for someone to make a delivery. I'd look into it if I were you. By the way, these are supposed to be Argonians. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. That's not what Argonians look like. They look like anthropomorphic lizards. Well, remember, this was a very early design. I think it was actually based on the limitations of the NPC models. This is the same NPC model, for the females anyway, that you're going to see throughout the entire game. Only the skin color, the hair color, the color of their clothes, only that stuff changes. So I guess maybe they just couldn't do an anthropomorphic lizard character. The townsmen have met in the Blue Griffin to celebrate a good fall harvest. Their exuberance is infectious. Oh great, you say to yourself. I'll probably have this stupid drinking song in my head all day. Okay, so this is a Blue Griffin where the person said I could find a job, and you talk to the bartender. A singularly well-known character called Paratiro the Argonian nervously draws you aside as you approach the bar.
Lend me your ear for a moment, Argonian. For reasons of utmost importance to the welfare of this town, it is imperative that this gold ingot be delivered to bargain accounterments by Frida's 4th of Hearthfire. That's tomorrow. I have a contact there who will give you 45 gold if you can make it on time. Will you help me and Greenglade?
Take whatever jobs you can get at this point, because you need money.
You are my savior, good Argonian. Goodbye and good luck.